Kathryn, hello. Um, so I found myself with a little extra time today, so I wanted to get this video over to you because I think it would be really helpful for you to explore the muscles of your neck and your face. So get yourself into a seated position and close your eyes, bring your body into neutral, and take a moment here to feel into your posture. Notice how it feels to hold yourself in neutral, right? We say neutral. Neutral doesn't mean you're already always, right? Neutral means you don't feel like you're contracted on any one side, forward, back, side to side, more than the other side. I tend to rest my palms facing up when I'm doing a seated somatics practice because due to all of my biking, the grippy grip of my fingers relaxes more when my palms are face up. And start to feel into the muscles of your neck and your face. Just get a sense of how they feel. Or do you notice that tension is already being held there? Maybe in your eyes. I feel it always in my eyes. All that screen time, right? And usually when I bring awareness into my eyes, I kind of want to give them a little rub. If there's any sensation that you want as you go through any of your somatics practices, always take the time to do it. Even as I teach it, as you can see, I'm doing it, right? And then when you're ready, take your time. Like sometimes I sit in a soma scan for what seems like eons. But when you're ready, gently shrug your shoulders up to your ears and then very slowly release. Notice your breath. Smooth out any of the jumpy, jerky, shaky, and then completely rest. Take a deep breath. Do any shifting you need to do that comes out of that sensation, out of that act, that pandiculation. And then when you're ready, give me another shrug, and then very slowly and smoothly release. Breathing, coming all the way back to resting. And then one more shrug, and then very slowly, smoothly releasing. Notice any other tension. I'm noticing behind my eyes. I'm noticing in my breath. I'm noticing my left shoulder's desire to pull down. I'm noticing my wiggles that come out when I come to the bottom and relax. Notice what's there for you. And then let's take another moment just to sense, notice, feel, and relax. Bringing yourself into neutral. Notice how your body feels in neutral. I noticed an anterior tilt in my pelvis. So what would it be like if my pelvis was straight up and down instead of rocked forward? Like, oh, okay, that's a lot more abdominal work for me. And my abdominals are really sore this week, so that makes total sense. I'm noticing my inhibited breathing and anything else that's present for you. Now let's bring awareness into the neck and head. And very slowly, I want you to turn your head to the right. Notice any jumpy, jerky, shaky present as you do that. Notice your breath. Notice any tension. How could you make it easier? And you don't need to strain. You don't need to push it to the right. Just turn it. Once there's a strain or an effort, let that go. You don't need to go the furthest that anybody's ever gone. And then drawing a perfectly straight line with your nose, start to rotate your head toward the left. Notice any tension that develops in your face or your shoulders or your breath or your butt or any other place. coming all the way to the left. Notice if and how that feels different from the other side. And then let's slowly draw that straight line across again. I keep reminding my eyes to relax and keep having to remind myself to breathe. Whew, and I just had a weird sensation come through my nose. Keep very slowly moving side to side, drawing that perfectly straight line with your nose, checking into your breath, checking into any sensations, or sending feedback to the brain that there is a sensation, right? You notice, like I said aloud, ooh, there's a weird sensation with my nose. That's one of my personal ways of sending feedback to the brain, because I'm a very auditory kind of a person, which is why I talk to myself a lot and I read out loud when I read often. Once you make it to one side, make sure to take a deep breath, relax, notice, sense, and feel, and then do it again. If there's any big jumps or jerks, you can always rewind the movement and go over a space again. Like I just felt a really fast tracking right there. So I can go back and go over it again. And now I'm sensing, wow, that is a really sticky spot for my brain right there on the left side. Crazy, right? Oh, and it's making me feel really uncomfortable. Like really, like I'm about to get on a roller coaster. Maybe a little adrenaline is in there. And then once again, I don't want to go over it again. Now I'm feeling resistance. Yeah, there's something right there for me. And I know that you have some EMDR experience, so this might all feel a little familiar to you inside of that experience as well. Once you make it back over to your right side after at least 3 passes, very slowly, bring your head back to center. And then take a deep breath. Check in, notice, sense, and feel. I'm noticing a lot more relaxation in my arms, actually. Notice into your breath, into your being, into your face. My facial muscles are a little more relaxed. I'm noticing my eyes are a little more sunken back. My forehead's a little more relaxed. My head's in a different position. Once you've sent appropriate amounts, whatever you find is appropriate, feedback to your brain, you've looked around, you've taken inventory, you've sent it back to the brain, go ahead and flutter your eyes open, but keep your gaze, your focus a little blurry at first, because we've just been very internal. And I just want you to look around your room and name things, kind of like medicine ball, and then blurring your eyes going to another spot, headphones case, blurring your eyes and going to another spot, dumbbells. And just kind of do that for about 30 seconds here, maybe looking up and around you, not really focusing on anything, just lightly landing like a bird on some items around your room. And then after about 30 seconds, you can come back and either focus on me here in the screen or on whatever it is you like to focus on as you listen to my voice for your next cueing. So next, what I want you to try on is doing the exact same thing except with your eyes. So your head is going to stay on straight, but now we're going to take our eyes and move them side to side. So pick a side, any side, right? I just always start to the right because I'm dominant that way. So I'm going to do more of what my brain wants me to do. And I'm going to look over to the right. Now, as slowly and as smoothly as you can. Oh, and I notice right away how much blinking I need to do. Slowly and smoothly bringing eyes. Notice, notice and smooth out to the best of your ability. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This area right here on my left is so awful. I can't get past it. Holy cow. You keep going, regardless of my experience, right? Notice any stuckness, any jumpy, jerky, shaky. Feel free, like if there's a big gap or a big break, to rewind. I rushed through that because I just wanted to plow through that left field. Oh my goodness, that left side is really, and it is bringing up so much frustration. So whatever comes up for you in this, be with it. I'm noticing my head already wants to move with my eyes. Try to keep your head on straight though. Keep bringing your eyes side to side. I'm starting to smooth out that left side here now. I'm noticing that my eyebrow goes up on my left every single time I'm over there, so I'm trying to relax that down. And that's very difficult for me. Oh my God. Whew. Keep going side to side. I'm having my own experience over here right now. Clearly, I needed to do this practice. Remember, every time you get over to one side, take a breath, let it out. I'm kind of forgetting that myself. My eyes are a big point of tension for me. And every time I get over to this left area, they start to water freakishly. And there's like a wall. I feel like there's a wall right here. And like I have to barrel through it to get through. Notice any of that for you or any other kind of visualization or sensation. I just got really dizzy, but that was much smoother than usual. Let's do one more pass. We want to do 3 to 6 passes, right? If you do more than 6 passes, that's okay. It's just not really necessary. And I'm noticing how attached my head is to my eyes today. It's not always that way for me. Let's go ahead, close the eyes, bring them back to center. If you're like me and anytime you do any kind of eye work, you feel like you need to rub your eyes, go ahead and do that. And then let's close up the eyes and just feel, sense, and notice into the body now. I'm feeling still an anterior tilt in my pelvis, so I'm going to bring my pelvis to neutral, feel my sit bones on the chair. I'm feeling my arms are very relaxed, much more relaxed than when I started. I'm feeling much more even on my sit bones. I'm feeling a lot less tension in my abdomen to hold me up. And my head is on really nicely. Yeah, some nice alignment happening as a result of just head movement. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Okay. Now, open your eyes. Turn your head to the right. Doesn't really matter, but turn your head to the right. And then turn your eyes to the left. So now your eyes are turned in one direction and your head is turned in the opposite. Now here's what I want you to do. Slowly turn your head and your eyes in opposing directions. I actually got that time. Yeah, that's awesome. So your eyes will be slowly moving in one direction. Oh my God. Ah, stuckness! As your head turns in the other. Notice whatever's there for you to notice. Ask yourself, is there anything I could release or let go of to make this easier? Anytime there's strain, maybe make the movement a little smaller. Maybe not turn your head so far. I could probably afford to take my own advice. I'm trying to relax in my neck here. I notice that my neck really seizes up when my eyes are going in the opposite direction. Smoothing out here. And just keep going side to side at your own pace. And then slowly make your way back to the center. If there's any eye rubbing you need to do or any way that makes you feel or need to move, go ahead and do that. Whew. And then bring yourself back to center. Close your eyes and sense, notice, and feel. Again, I'm going to tilt my pelvis back, feeling tall through the front, but also not arched in the back, right? Tall through the front and tall through the back. And sensing and feeling into any sensations, how my breath is feeling. There's a lot of breath holding for me. And relaxing. Sending feedback to the brain of anything new or different or anything the same, just all of it. Send that inventory in. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Now let's bring awareness into the jaw. And I want you to very slowly move the jaw to the right. And then, as smooth and as straight of a line as you can manage, move your jaw to the left, drawing a straight line. Notice how that feels. Smooth out any jumpy, jerky, shaky. And then a reverse direction. And keep going back and forth, slowing it down, relaxing anything that needs relaxing, tuning into your breath. One thing I just noticed is that in order to do this, I kind of give myself an underbite. If you're noticing anything like that, see what it would be like to have your jaw on straight, not underbiting or overbiting, right? In order to pull this off. And again with the left side, man, my left side is dead. And then slowly make your way back to center. Take a deep breath, and let's take a moment again just to sense, notice, and feel. How did this shift things for you in your face, in your neck, your shoulders, your being? What did you notice about who you are when you move in this way? And when you decide to come back from your soma scan, just make sure to kind of blur your eyes first and flit around the room, put a bird on it, right? Noticing your breath, and then you can bring yourself back to the screen. Now, you can do that. I'm going to stop this video here, but you can do this also in the up-down direction. So if this interests you and you want to do more, what if you tilted your head to look up and then to look down? You could do it with eyes open or eyes closed, drawing a straight line up and down with your nose, just like we did side to side. Then what you could do is eyes gaze up and slowly go down. Right? Drawing as slow of lines as you can with your eyes. And then, right, we could look up, have our head tilted up, but have our eyes tilted down. And I cross eye right there. That's so funny. You're not supposed to cross eye. But notice how your body shows up there. And then try to make it as smooth and as straight of a line as you can. You can also do the same thing with your jaw, right? You can underbite it. We'll underbite it. And then overbite it. And I notice my low back pushing really hard forward to offset that for whatever reason. You don't need to know the reason, right? Just notice it. Do your best to relax whatever tenses up that's unnecessary, and then just keep going. All right. Whew. Hope you enjoyed that practice. Let me know how it goes, and mwah. See you later.